One simple choice on your plate can quietly decide whether your body stores more fat or starts letting it go. That sounds like an exaggeration, but modern nutrition research has revealed something surprising. The foods you eat do far more than fill your stomach. They send signals to your brain, influence your hormones, affect your cravings, and even change how much energy your body uses throughout the day. Yet millions of people still believe that losing fat is only about eating less and exercising more. While those two things certainly matter, they are only part of the story. The truth is that some foods naturally help you stay full for longer, reduce the urge to snack, support a healthy metabolism, and make it much easier to maintain the calorie deficit needed for fat loss. Others do the exact opposite. They leave you hungry again within a short time, trigger more cravings, and make sticking to your goals feel almost impossible. That is why two people eating the same number of calories can have completely different experiences. One feels satisfied and in control, while the other struggles with constant hunger. The difference often comes down to the quality of the foods they choose. Even more surprising, some of the best fat loss foods are probably sitting in your kitchen right now. But because they are so common, most people completely overlook them. There are no expensive supplements, no trendy powders, no miracle drinks, and no secret formulas hiding in this video. Instead, you are about to discover 5 real foods backed by scientific evidence that can naturally support your body's fat-burning process by helping you eat smarter, control hunger, and improve your overall nutrition. These foods are not magic, and they will not melt away fat overnight, but when they become a regular part of your diet, they can make losing weight feel much easier than constantly fighting your own appetite. One of the foods on today's list has been shown in studies to keep people full better than many other popular breakfast options. Another helps stabilize blood sugar, reducing those sudden cravings that often lead to unhealthy snacks. One food is packed with nutrients that your body needs, while also being surprisingly low in calories, making it a powerful choice for anyone trying to lose fat without feeling deprived. There is also one food that many people avoid because they think it contains too much fat, even though research continues to show that it can actually support healthy weight management when eaten in the right amount. These facts often get buried beneath flashy marketing and unrealistic diet trends that promise instant results but rarely deliver lasting success. Every year, countless people spend money on products that claim to burn fat while ignoring simple foods that have decades of scientific support. That is exactly why this video matters. Instead of chasing shortcuts, you will learn practical choices that fit into everyday life. You do not need an extreme diet. You do not need to skip meals. You do not need to survive on bland food or spend a fortune on specialty products. Small changes made consistently often produce the biggest results over time. Throughout this video, we will explain not only which foods deserve a place in your diet, but also why they work, what makes them so effective, and the common mistakes that stop many people from getting the full benefit. Some of these mistakes are surprisingly common, and fixing just one of them could make your weight loss journey much easier. We will also separate facts from popular myths because the internet is full of confusing advice. One day a food is called a superfood, and the next day someone claims it should be avoided completely. With so many conflicting opinions, it becomes difficult to know what actually deserves a place on your plate. That confusion keeps many people stuck in a cycle of trying one diet after another without seeing lasting progress. Today, we are cutting through that confusion with clear, simple, science-based information that anyone can understand. As we count down from number 5 to the number 1 food, you will notice that each one plays a different role. Some help reduce hunger. Some support muscle during weight loss. Some provide important nutrients while keeping calories low. and some improve the balance of your meals in ways that many people never consider. By the end of this video, you will understand how these foods work together rather than relying on just one magical ingredient. The final food on our list surprises many people because it has consistently earned its place among the most satisfying foods studied by nutrition researchers, yet many people either ignore it or prepare it in ways that cancel out its biggest benefits. That is one reason you should stay with us until the very end, because the last reveal could completely change the way you think about healthy eating. You will also learn a simple bonus habit that makes all 5 foods even more effective without adding extra cost or making your daily routine more complicated. Sometimes the smallest habits create the biggest changes, and this one is supported by both science and real-life success stories from people who finally found a sustainable way to lose fat. This video is not about quick fixes or impossible promises. It is about giving your body the right tools so it can work with you instead of against you. When hunger becomes easier to manage, cravings become less intense, and your meals keep you satisfied for longer, healthy eating stops feeling like a daily battle. That is when real progress becomes possible. If you are ready to discover which 5 foods deserve a permanent place on your shopping list and why nutrition experts continue to recommend them, stay with us because every item on today's Kai's Countdown builds toward the next, and the final choice may be the one that makes the biggest difference for your long-term results. Welcome to the channel. If you enjoy simple, science-backed health and nutrition content that helps you make smarter choices without the hype, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our future videos. Now, let's begin the countdown and uncover the 5 foods that can give your fat loss journey a powerful advantage. The biggest mistake people make when trying to lose fat is believing that one special food can somehow force the body to burn fat overnight. That idea has been repeated for years because it sounds exciting, but the human body simply does not work that way. There is no fruit, vegetable, spice, or drink that magically melts away body fat while you sit back and watch the scale drop. Fat loss happens when your body consistently uses more energy than it receives from food. That process takes time, patience, and smart food choices. The good news is that while no single food performs miracles, certain foods can make the entire journey much easier. They help you stay full for longer, reduce the urge to snack between meals, provide important nutrients that keep your body working properly, and support a healthy metabolism. Most importantly, they make it easier to stay in a calorie deficit without feeling like you are constantly fighting hunger. That is why choosing the right foods often matters just as much as counting calories. 2 meals may contain the same number of calories, but one can leave you hungry an hour later while the other keeps you satisfied for most of the day. When you understand this difference, fat loss starts to feel less like a struggle and more like a routine you can actually stick with. So before we reveal today's countdown, remember this simple truth. These foods are not magic, they are tools. Used consistently, they can quietly work in your favor every single day. Now let's look at the foods that can quietly give your body an advantage. Coming in at number 5 is Greek yogurt. Many people walk right past it in the grocery store because they think all yogurt is basically the same. That small misunderstanding causes them to miss one of the most useful foods for healthy fat loss. Greek yogurt is made by removing much of the liquid found in regular yogurt, creating a thicker texture and a much higher protein content. Protein is one of the most filling nutrients you can eat. It slows digestion and helps you feel satisfied long after your meal is finished. Instead of reaching for snacks an hour later, you are more likely to stay full until your next meal. Greek yogurt also contains calcium and beneficial bacteria that support gut health. and a healthy digestive system may help with better appetite regulation over time. The easiest way to enjoy it is by choosing plain Greek yogurt and adding fresh berries, sliced fruit, cinnamon, or a handful of nuts for extra flavor. Many flavored versions contain large amounts of added sugar, turning a healthy choice into more of a dessert. That is one of the biggest mistakes people make. They assume every yogurt is healthy without checking the nutrition label. Choosing plain, high-protein Greek yogurt gives you the benefits without unnecessary sugar. At number 4, we have beans and lentils. These simple foods rarely receive the attention they deserve because they are inexpensive and have been around for generations. Yet they are packed with two powerful nutrients that work extremely well together: protein and fiber. Fiber slows digestion, while protein helps increase fullness. Together, they create a meal that keeps hunger under control for hours. When you stay satisfied for longer, you naturally reduce unnecessary snacking and mindless eating throughout the day. This makes maintaining a calorie deficit much easier without constantly thinking about food. Beans and lentils also release energy more slowly than many processed carbohydrates, helping avoid sudden spikes and crashes in blood sugar that often trigger cravings. Adding them to soups, salads, rice dishes, wraps, or even pasta meals is an easy way to improve nutrition without changing your entire diet. One common mistake is covering them with heavy cream sauces, large amounts of cheese, or processed meats, which can quickly add hundreds of extra calories. Keeping the preparation simple allows their natural benefits to shine. Number 3 is oatmeal. Some people think oatmeal is boring or only suitable for breakfast, but it has earned its place on this list for good reason. Oats contain a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. When mixed with water during digestion, this fiber forms a thick gel that slows the movement of food through your stomach. As a result, you stay full longer and feel less tempted to reach for unhealthy snacks. Oats also provide steady energy instead of the quick rise and fall that often comes with sugary breakfast cereals. Researchers have found that meals containing oats can increase feelings of fullness compared with many refined grain breakfasts, making it easier to control food intake later in the day. A practical tip is to prepare plain oats and add fresh fruit, cinnamon, chia seeds, or a spoonful of Greek yogurt for extra protein. Try to avoid instant flavored oatmeal packets loaded with added sugar, as they reduce many of the advantages that make oats so effective. If these first 3 foods already sound impressive, the next 2 are even more powerful because they combine exceptional nutrition with some of the highest levels of satisfaction you can get from everyday foods. Coming in at number 2 is salmon. Many people trying to lose weight avoid it because they hear the word fat and immediately assume it should be removed from their diet. The truth is very different. Salmon contains healthy omega-3 fats along with a generous amount of high-quality protein. This combination keeps you full for a long time while providing important nutrients your body needs during weight loss. Protein also helps protect muscle as you lose fat, and maintaining muscle is important because muscle burns more energy than fat, even while your body is resting. That is one reason salmon appears in many successful weight loss eating plans. It is filling, nutritious, and satisfying without requiring large portions. Salmon is easy to prepare by baking, grilling, or cooking it in an air fryer with herbs, lemon, and simple seasonings. Beyond supporting fat loss, it also benefits heart health and brain function, making it a smart choice for your overall well-being rather than just your waistline. Now we arrive at the number 1 food, and there is a reason nutrition experts continue to recommend it year after year. This food consistently ranks among the most satisfying foods you can eat. The answer is eggs. Despite years of confusion and outdated myths, eggs remain one of the best foods for people trying to lose fat. They provide high-quality protein along with important vitamins and minerals in a relatively small number of calories. Research has shown that starting the day with eggs can help people feel fuller for longer compared with many common breakfast choices. When you stay satisfied through the morning, you naturally reduce the temptation to grab high-calorie snacks before lunch. Eggs are also incredibly versatile. They can be boiled, scrambled, poached, or added to salads, sandwiches, and vegetable dishes. Breakfast is often the best time to enjoy them because they help set the tone for healthier eating throughout the day, but they also work well at lunch, dinner, or as a protein-rich snack. The biggest mistake people make is pairing eggs with large portions of processed meats, butter-soaked bread, or fried potatoes, turning a balanced meal into one loaded with unnecessary calories. Keeping the meal simple allows eggs to do exactly what makes them so effective. There is one more piece of the puzzle that ties all 5 foods together. Even the healthiest foods cannot overcome poor daily habits. Eating enough protein across your entire day helps preserve muscle while keeping hunger under control. Drinking enough water can prevent thirst from being mistaken for hunger. Getting enough sleep supports the hormones that regulate appetite, making cravings easier to manage. Adding regular strength training encourages your body to maintain muscle while losing fat, helping support a healthier metabolism over time. When these habits work alongside the foods you have just learned about, the results become much more powerful than relying on any single food alone. So, let's quickly go over the 5 foods that earned a place on today's list. Number 5 was Greek yogurt, a protein-packed food that helps keep you feeling full. Number 4 was beans and lentils, loaded with protein and fiber to control hunger and reduce unnecessary snacking. Number 3 was oatmeal, which provides long-lasting energy and helps you stay satisfied for hours. Number 2 was salmon, rich in high-quality protein and healthy fats that support both fat loss and overall health. And taking the number 1 spot was eggs, one of the most satisfying foods you can eat, and a simple choice that can make healthy eating much easier. The biggest lesson from this video is that successful fat loss is not about finding one magical food or chasing the latest trend. Real results come from making smart choices again and again. These foods won't melt away body fat overnight, and they won't replace a balanced diet or an active lifestyle. What they can do is help you feel fuller, reduce cravings, support your metabolism, and make it easier to stay consistent with your goals. Over weeks and months, those small daily choices can lead to changes that are far more powerful than any quick fix. If you start adding even 1 or 2 of these foods to your meals on a regular basis, you may notice that healthy eating becomes easier than you expected. Consistency always beats shortcuts, and the habits you build today can create results that last for years. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 foods is already your favorite? And which one are you planning to add to your diet first? Let us know in the comments, because your experience might help someone else who is starting their own health journey. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming videos packed with simple, science-backed health and nutrition tips. Share this video with your friends and family because one small change in someone's daily diet could make a big difference in their life. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, stay consistent, and we'll see you in the next video.